so that's why we have the mannequin in the middle of all of this chaos, but it's kind of organized chaos happening in our classroom. So we have the student here, and then our mentors, teachers, international teams, and we tried to represent some of the elements that we'd incorporate, like redesigned learning spaces, impossible tasks. This is real world experiences based on the structure of a business building, networking, communications, entrepreneurship. Student clusters are represented over here, and that's all we got so far.
Wow.
Wow.
Unless anything.
Mannequin's great.
Yeah. So,
The 3D
Talk
printer.
about bric-a-brac.
yeah, so guys, start asking questions. What does this excite in your minds? What questions does it excite?
The idea of all that collaboration is really, like, what if we live in a world where all of those institutions and groups actually did communicate in such a way?
At my high school, my senior year, they did this thing where instead of like the traditional desks like in rows,
Yeah.
they broke it up so that all the desks were, you'd have like 3 or 4 desks together, and then what that would do is that like it would force you to talk with people at your station. And then, for instance, like in my calculus class, whenever I was having an issue, I'd ask the girl next to me to help me out, which I probably wouldn't have done if it was just like an individual desk. You know what I mean?
As an aside for everyone, and any one of you who sat in my millennial lectures know this, Gen Xers made up what % of the population? Anybody know? 11. So we were the generation just prior to these guys. These guys make up what percentage? 27, okay? So classrooms went from this, with regards who they had to serve, to this, right? And so what happened as a result of that was they started creating group learn modalities just to deal with all of these huge kids, this huge influx of kids. So they are predisposed to working together. They are predisposed to learning together, and they're predisposed to succeeding together, unlike Gen X's who will kill our young to succeed, okay? Because we were in much smaller rooms, etc. So that's something to keep in mind when you're working, and this is a beautiful example of building for them and for centennials. Other thoughts?
I just have one other thing to say.
Yeah.
What we did was we went and just grabbed a bunch of stuff. We had no idea what we were going to do.
Yep.
Okay? So grabbed it, put it in the middle, and everybody started kind of doing their thing, and then ideas popped all over the place. That's how it happened.
Kinesthetic.
Yeah,
is,
the kinesthetic is a good word to
yeah,
describe what happened.
you
But,
just start making stuff.
We just started making stuff, and we look over at each other and adding to it, and,
Yeah.
and that's the way it worked out.
Cool, cool. Now, what are other thoughts? Wendy, when you look at this, I mean, would you feel comfortable in this environment? If somebody said to you, man, have you heard about this crash class that they've got?
I mean, when I see this masterpiece, I feel really comfortable, and there are so many colors, so I feel like energetic with this, so yeah.
Cool, cool. It's also incorporating a lot of the stuff we heard in the 3-hour course, right?
Yeah.
But just kind of taking in.
Well, what it is we all heard what everybody else was doing, and that's in our minds too, so.
Exactly, it starts melting the things that are
Yeah,
relevant,
it's kind
right?
of an unconscious thing, it
Yep.
works itself out.
Absolutely, totally organic, and that's a good thing. One thing you would do to, actually, I'm gonna ask a different question. What type of student would you recommend this crash course to? Imani, one of your friends, who would it be?
Like someone that likes to work, like with people that collaborate with others.
Okay, cool. Dave, who would you recommend this for?
I definitely recommend it for anyone that's a corporate innovation and entrepreneurship major.
Okay, cool. Wendy?
I recommend you who wants to try to work with people.
Okay, so actually dealing with human beings versus, say, computers. Where's Scardy?
He had to leave.
Oh, Scardy! Scardy, my heart is scarred. Lack of Scardy. Is that all the students we've got? Okay. Oh, hi,
We have one
sweetie.
more.
Yeah, she's still there. Caitlin's still there. What do you think?
Who would I recommend it to? Or
Who would you recommend this to?
someone that hasn't been on their internship yet.
Ooh.
Because you do have to network, you do have to be able to work in a group, and I feel like the School of IST really pushes you into that environment, but I have a lot of friends that haven't, in other majors that haven't spent as much time in that, or if they have, it hasn't been as great for them, because I
Yeah.
feel like, because most of my classes are group-based classes, and I'll have a friend that has only had like 2 really big group projects, and they've just been terrible. I think this would be beneficial for someone to be forced into learning to succeed in a group.
Cool. So I'm hearing collaboration, I'm hearing hands-on, I'm hearing kind of pre-internships, kind of that, this would shake them up and get them ready for that, like a pre-op. I'm hearing people who like to work, people who are actionable, people who are hands-on. Is that fair? Okay. Any other questions from the team? It's really good.